Good evening. Last fall, I walked into Northeast High School just as the bell rang and the kids in maroon and black started streaming out of the building. That day, I sat at a small square table with 5 NEHS students as we stayed late for a rapid-fire brainstorming session on how to register at least 85% of their senior class to vote. By the time we left, the sun was going down, but those kids were fired up. Philly students want to vote, and they want to be heard, but they need access to the information that will help them exercise that power. Today, I want to thank you for recognizing National Voter Registration Day and urge you and thank you for following up on that commitment to support year-long voter registration and engagement policy in high schools every single year after this one. Voter education in high schools is powerful for 3 reasons. 1, like Dealey said, voting is habit forming. Studies show that students who register to vote for the first time at 18 are much more likely to vote for the rest of their lives. 2, Philly students are influencers in their communities. Having a student voter in the house makes family members much more likely to vote. And 3, and most importantly, young voters have the power to influence our elections. In 2012, we actually know that the entire outcome of the election would have been different if young voters ages 18 to 29 had stayed home. The power that young voters have can only be realized if students have access to the vote, if they understand the mechanisms of voter registration, if they know how to turn in their forms and when, what ID to bring, where their polling location is. Giving them that information is the job of our schools. To create fantastic civic leaders of tomorrow, we need to give them the tools to realize their power. And that tool is year-long voter education. I'll leave you with this. In the ranking of urban centers with the most youth turnout, Minneapolis ranked first in 2018 with 37% youth turnout. Still not great. Philly in 2018 ranked near the bottom, between 12 and 14% in 2018. In the state of Minnesota, there is a statewide program called Students Vote that brings voter education into public high schools. I say we give Minneapolis a run for their money. My name is Falk. I'm a member of Penn Leads the Vote, and I care really deeply about our public education, and I urge you to support year-long voter engagement policy for our high school students. Thank you.
Thank you.